So I skip topic for project management, and we continue with inventory management. Okay, so you already go with this. What previously we already discussed about the linear programming, and with one quiz. And this today is inventory management. The topic is inventory management. So this topic, if you want to go deep in terms of understanding on the inventory management, so you can refer this books, Principle of Operation Management. Okay, like I said previously, all of you will be, I can say that you will be involved with on the factory or manufacturing company based on your program. Okay, so the critical on this compare with the construction management, every issue is a unique. But when come to the factory operation, manufacturing, so they need to control the process, because you are producing a ton of product like car. You want to manage, for example, to produce car component, like a wafer, electronic, PCB, so all involve a huge quantity. So you should have a proper inventory management, and you should and you have to clearly understand on the inventory control or management. Okay, this topic, the outline, we will discuss, we share on the global company profile. Amazon.com is a huge warehouse company, distribution worldwide. They talk about worldwide, how they manage the operation to serve a billion. And then function of inventory, type of inventory management. So you have ABC analysis, required accuracy, cycle counting, control of service inventories. So inventory models, independent versus dependent demand, holding, ordering, and setup costs. And we have inventory models for independent demand, basic economic order quantity, minimizing cost, reorder points, production order quantity model, quantity discount model. So in general, this topic we don't have involved with the calculation like previous topic on linear programming. So we more discuss on this topic, we just discuss on the inventory management. Okay. So Amazon.com, I believe all of you know the who create this company, Amazon.com. Is Jeff Bezos. He's one of electronic engineering, I think. Electronic engineering student, graduate, sorry. So with this, I believe with this basic engineering, if you are engineer, like I mentioned previously, you are to solve a problem, not solve a simple problem. When you say engineer, they have to solve the complex problem. So that's the engineer task compared to the technician or other below the engineer, which is they follow their SOP base created by the engineer. So like Jeff Bezos is a good, we can say good mentor, good reference, because he's one of engineer. So that's the idea, based on the knowledge, the difficulty on the subject, so they can grow by using this all engineering basis. So for all students, I think you should proud because you taken this engineering course. So I hope you guys success after this when you are joining this career life. So Amazon.com started as a virtual retailer. Anyone checking? Amin, good. Okay. So Amazon.com started as a virtual retailer. No inventory, no warehouses, no overhead, just computers taking orders to be filled by others. So growth has forces Amazon.com to become a world leader in warehousing and inventory management. So this topic we choose Amazon as a reference for discussion. But you can explore with other companies like Alibaba, or I think we have 1,000 company, worldwide company. Every company they have their own. In general, yes, they have we can say same system, but the attitude from the Japanese company, Japanese citizen to American to Europe and Asian, that's a beautiful of human being. Even though we all the same human, but due to the different background, attitude, lifestyle, culture, so yeah, we have certain we can say that different standard. Sometimes probably when you working in the Japanese company, so their life focusing on the work, call it like what, kamikaze or something like that. So compared to the American company, they go by balance, work-life balance. So they're proud with the company, also with the family. Probably because they are too advanced compared like our country, Asian. We can't say we are advanced country at this moment, but we are developing country. So and then due to pandemic, COVID-19, so after post-COVID, so our economy, the different view now, so the impact is quite, it's a huge to us, especially Asian country. Yeah, sometimes we depending from this order or demand from rich country like America, Europe. But now world change. China become they want to be a number one leader market to compete US. So there's a demographic on this current situation. So you as a student, I believe you should focus to complete your course, your study first. But it's just give some overview when you enter to the market to secure your first job. So you need to compete with your classmate, plus with other university within Malaysia, and also another call it overseas student. They also finish their study and want to come back to Malaysia. So now it's a global. So you can work everywhere, you can work anywhere. So that's the future. Okay. So each order is assigned by a computer to the closest distribution center that has the products. A flow master at each distribution center assign work crews. Light indicate products that are to be picked and the light is reset. So items are placed in crates on a conveyor. Barcode scanner scan each item 80 times to virtually eliminate error. So this is a system this is a technology actually. When you use a light indicate product, pick, it's an engineering thinking. It's not someone layman without engineering background suddenly create this system. You should go all this exercise. Even this barcode scanners, so it's an inventory, it's an the technology that time. Compare currently we use a RFID, If you go shopping with, so they don't need to scan the barcode. So you just use the RFID to pass the security, the sensor. So everything recorded, and the latest technology now is a automatic deduct from your account. So all the paperless recorded through system, cloud-based. So now we are talking about what IR 4.0. Okay. Case arrived at central point where items are boxed and labeled with a new barcode. Gift wrapping is done by hand at 30 packages per hour. So at that time, they're still using a manual. But now we have, due to IR 4.0, all factory, all warehouse, they invest with robot system. So it's a your call actually, robotic, mechatronic, which is mechanical plus electronic. The idea is you want to convert the mechanical system controlled by the electronic. Okay, completed boxes are packed, tagged, weighted and labeled before leaving warehouse in a truck. Order arrive at customer within a week. So the question, which company organization has the same business concept? So you can explore after this. Okay, function of inventory. Types of inventory. So inventory is the term for the goods available for sale and raw material used to produce goods available for sale. Inventory represents one of the most important assets of a business because the turnover of inventory represents one of the primary sources of revenue generation and subsequent earnings for the company's shareholder. So when we talk about inventory, is an output. Output is a revenue generation. Revenue, when we talk about revenue, is we talk about RM, ringgit Malaysia or USD, and subsequent earnings for the company shareholder. So when say it's a earning, subsequent earning is a profit. There's another word, profit. Profit to the company shareholder or investor. So remember, Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder, one of a shareholder. He also one of the investor for their own company. So every profit, they will go with the dividend to the company shareholder, and to the staff is a salary, and another one is a bonus. Bonus, or you call it incentive. Okay, to pay your effort to grow the company. So how do you manage the huge company? So you should have the good inventory system. Okay, this stock. You need to control the incoming sources, your raw material, and you need to control the demand. So you cannot, simply ordering without meet the demand. So that's the difficulty how to establish the demand based on human characteristic. So I give you an example like car. So probably before this, we all love a Japanese car, because of the cheap. But somehow the trending come back to maybe European car like BMW or Mercedes, due to what? A lifestyle. Rich people, when you use a BMW car, you bring your self-esteem bringing up compared to the Japanese car or our local car. So these are all these human characteristics that need to be predict by the company. So maybe like Proton, they produce a new advanced car X70 using like a mechatronic gear compare the other competitor cars. So then the trending going back to local company, local product. Yeah. Even though that Geely already bought certain share from Proton, but it's still consider our brand, local brand. But it's a business. You need another investor to grow your company. Like what, Facebook, all that required, even though you have an idea, but without a capital cost, you cannot implement your idea. So there's the balance between idea and money. Okay, inventory, one of the most expensive assets of many companies, representing as much as 50% of total invested capital. Operation manager must balance inventory investment and customer service. Like I say, I give you an example. If you are manufacturing we call it a fast food product, so you have a chicken, you want to bring, if you produce a frozen food based from chicken, so definitely 50% of your cost mostly come from chicken, your raw chicken, and then you need to control the demand based on the customer service. Based on the customer demand. So you need to know the pattern. Maybe before Raya, you need to increase your ordering on the raw material to ensure you can meet the demand. Because of Raya, they need too many celebration, like open house or event. So you need to process the raw, the chicken into your product and enter the market to meet the customer demand. So functions of inventory: to decouple or separate various parts of the production process. So as a manufacturing company or warehouse, is everything that process is not about warehouse. I can give you an example. Westport, port, like Penang Port or Pelabuhan Kelang Port. So all that one, they have a system to control. So you need to have a various part of the production process. So you need to tagging, numbering all this material, and to decouple the firm from fluctuation in demand and provide a stock of goods that will provide a selection for customer. So once you identify, you can control the fluctuation. Which material need to be order early, or you can order not really critical. So you can control once you identify the inventory. And then to take advantage of quantity discount. Okay, when you ordering a huge material, huge component, so you have advantage to request some discount from the supplier, because the business is like that. You have when it comes to the ton of ordering, so you should receive a good discount so that you can maximize the profit and give a competitive price to the customer, because you get a discount on the raw material. So he's against inflation. So when you ordering in a huge quantity, so you can control the price, and the inflation is not really effective affecting your project cost or your product cost, because you already make an order in advance to avoid any inflation in future. So the inflation is because of sometimes that beyond your control, like war, oil increase, suddenly oil increase, without you as a businessman, To control the material, you cannot control suddenly like Russia and Ukraine, the case of war, and then based due of that, so Russia start to increase the oil, they stop the production, export the oil, and the world affected with the oil price, oil price. And then what? Shortage manpower, shortage of labor. So post COVID-19, so government start to control all these foreigner, because you want to open the job to the local. So of course, when you import, I mean the workers like from Indonesia, the price cheaper compared to the local workers. So that's the, because of this, your cost will be increased to counter this oil price increase, and then the shortage of labor. Because of the short of demand, I mean the increase of salary, high salary. High salary. So you need to consider on your product cost. Okay, so that's the advantage when you have a proper inventory. So types of inventory. So you have a raw material, purchased but not processed. Is a raw material like chicken, or if you want to produce a car. So what's the raw material you need to identify? I mean your steel. So work in process, undergone some change but not completed, a function of cycle time for a product. So work in process or work in progress is a process to assembly, to mold, to create before complete. Maintenance, repair, operating, we call it MRO. Necessary to keep machinery and processes productive. So you need to invest on the machinery when you talk about handling a big factory. So you need to have reserve for maintenance for that machinery to ensure your product can meet the quality and the time. The process productive. So finished goods, completed product awaiting shipment. So it's a completed product, like if you involve with car manufacturing, of course it's a car. Or if you are joining is a tire company, tire factory, is a tire is your product. Awaiting a shipment. So this is a material flow cycle. So normally from input to the setup time, the cycle time total required 95%. So the rest 5% remaining to produce the output. So you imagine the process. If you want to make sure the 5% is high quality, you already learn, I think, on the first suite, definition of the quality, product quality. So what's the meaning of product quality? So you need to manage the quality. So imagine 95% you need to invest from input, wait for inspection. So you require high skill and a good attitude workers, depending on the level of material. So some product require engineer to verify the process, the inspection. So simple product probably like t-shirt, or they require a general workers. So that's the I mentioned before this, because we have a different country, different attitude. like Japanese, they are disciplined. So even the t-shirt or shoes with the good attitude, they can produce a good product. Eh? And then wait to be moved, move time, wait in queue for operator, setup time, and run time. So you get this wood from raw material log until your final product or what, plywood. No one can use this log kayu balak without going to the process and get this end product. So inventory management, how inventory items can be classified, how accurate inventory records can be maintained. So we will discuss about this ABC analysis, record accuracy, cycle counting, control of service inventories. So ABC analysis ABC actually is a grade grade A, grade B, grade C. So definitely is a normal understanding. A is a good, B is a 50-50 or they call it middle, C on the lowest on the lowest. So divide inventory into 3 classes based on annual volume So the high annual volume, you categorize it as a class A and then you have class B, medium annual volume, class C low annual volume. So when we involve that one process to produce car, to produce a finished product like plywood, so you need to identify which required high annual volume when we talk about this, the unit we talk about is RM RM for quantity. Currently our life we talk about RM ringgit I don't know why people say value added. So you need to think I give some idea as a student. You just make sure be ready and quantity. So choose to establish policies that focus on the few critical parts and not the many trivial one. So once you identify category A, class A, class B, class C, so you can start focusing on this class A. And then how you want to tackle class B and how you want to resolve the class C. Even though class C is a low annual value, but is important, you don't want to affect our process in order to produce this high annual volume. So we can say that A, B, C is a interlink even though you have tier T20, B40, M40, B40, but as a human we are same we all dependent for every person You cannot ignore class C even though they're low annual volume, but you cannot ignore this class C. Okay, what's the ABC analysis? So normally we categorize A as a expensive inventory and require accurate control like I mentioned. So once you identify the expensive inventory, then you need to invest with good people, or the high quality machine or high quality inspector. High quality machine or inspector Inspector is engineer and then B, moderate value inventory. So you require maybe moderate control required, maybe semi-professional. Like technician. So So low cost inventory and minimal control required. This one something like cleaning. So you can hire general workers. Cleaning process that need require high skill, high education, thinking, high level thinking. So that's why the low cost, but still important to control A and B. Okay, this is an example of the once you already identify the inventory. So every component you have numbers, item number stock. So register, and this generate 1000 unit times $90, 90,000. So stock number 2, 1 to 500. The cost of 500, your annual volume unit times ringgit, so you get this 77,000. So you list down all the cost, all the annual volume cost time unit, so you get this price, and you need to total this. So what's the total volume of your annual? So you total this, what? What? $21, if you count. I get this. 2,3,2,057. So this is the total, total annual dollar volume. So when you convert to the percentage, 90,000. 90,000 divide by the total, so you get this value, 38%. So the higher cost is carry 72%. 72%. So you categorize is the class A. It's a range, it's not a fix. It depend on your business, on your process. So probably you have a few item, another 4 or 5, categorized on the high volume. So you need to identify. So class B contribute about 33%, and is a class C. So like I mentioned, it's probably a cleaning process. So based on the percentage, you can categorize it on the inventory management, class A, class B, class C. So when you convert into bar chart, so you can illustrate the percent of inventory item. So when you present to the management, you can justify. You need the high people, high investment to this class A items. You need to have a special treatment when you present to your board, your management, compare to this and to this. So other criteria than annual volume may be used. So other than ABC, we have other criteria that we use. anticipated engineering changes, so delivery problems, quality problems, high unit cost. So but we don't go detail about this, we just focus on this, we discuss on this ABC analysis for this topic. Again, you can explore to your as your value added, your knowledge, added knowledge. Policy employment may include more emphasis on supplier development for item A items. Tighter physical inventory control for A item because a huge cost. So you should have a tighter physical inventory. You need to monitor closely. More care in a forecasting A items. So when you, like I say, if you are car manufacturer, still one of the main item. So what's the issue on the steel? Of course, fluctuation. Fluctuation. So because steel, the fluctuation, you need to forecast where you need to make an order, place an order, so that your end product, your car, still can maintain the price. Let's say you already sell the car in harga what? RM 35,000 and 40,000. So this is a final product, final price that you want to sell to the customer. In fact, you already announced through advertisement. The final price is RM 40,000. So how do you control this still and the fluctuation so that you can maintain this price RM 40K? There's a unit of an engineer. You need to think, to control this inventory, to forecast, to understand this. Another factor, don't forget, forex, foreign exchange. Suddenly our dollar against RM reduce or increase, so that will affect your price, your raw price, and how you want to control your profit when it comes to the end of product. So other than that, you should have a record accuracy. Accurate records are a critical ingredient in production. When we talk about manufacturing, we always talk production. Actually, it's same like building. Our production in terms of building, construction, let's say I have a 118th floor. So you need to monitor the production. Every month, how many floors we can cast. Casting the floor per month. That's our rate. We monitor. So how many months do you require to complete the 118 stories? Let's say 100 stories building. So this is a unit we use. We are using on the monitor the production and inventory system. Allows organization to focus on what is needed. So when you have a proper record, you can present all the data easily, and then your top management easily can focus what is needed. Necessary to make precise decision about ordering, scheduling, and keeping. You have a group record, so you can forecast. You can monitor the trending. Incoming and outgoing record keeping must be accurate. So when we say accurate, it should reach 100% or 99%, because it's involved with audit. Incoming and outgoing, the ideally should be same. Like efficiency your car, your electric car. What's your efficiency of your electric car? What, 95%? Your input from battery, output to the mechanical, to the speed. So 95% compared to the conventional car, you go 60% the output, the rest 40% become a heat. Stock room should be secure. So due to the record, you need to have a proper security. And then cycle counting. Items are counted and updated on a periodic basis. Often used with ABC analysis to determine cycle. Has several advantages. So eliminate shutdowns and interruptions. Eliminates annual inventory adjustment. Train personnel audit inventory accuracy. Allow causes of errors to be identified and corrected. Maintains accurate inventory records. So this is a cycle counting example. 5,000 items in inventory. So 500 items is a category A. 1,750 B item and 2,750 C item. So policy is to count A items every month, 20 working days. So this is another cycle counting example. B item every quarter, 60 days. And C items every 6 months, 120 days. So once you already identify A, B and C, so you don't need to count for the item C every month. So you can reduce your manpower. So you only focus on the A and B. So that's why you require, due to the huge cost, huge amount, so you need to count every month. So you require 25 per day. So every day you can count 25. Item class B, 1750. So you require quarter. That means quarter every 3 months. And C is a non-important, non-critical, but still need to be counted. So you count every 6 months. So what's the comparison? Almost same. See? 25, 29, 33. By changing your cycle counting policy. Your frequently. Can say your frequency. Frequency. Okay. I play this frequency. You can meet the same, almost same, the output by control the frequency. Why you have a different frequency? Month, quarter, 6 months? Yes, because of your critical. A critical than B, B critical than C. So C is non-critical, you require every 6 months. If there's some shortfall here, it's still consider okay because the cost is lower compared item A. You cannot afford to have a mistake on the item class A because item A contribute the income for your company, for your factory. Control of service inventories can be a critical component of profitability. That's the reason you want to control the inventories. Losses may come from shrinkage or pilferage. Applicable technique include good personnel selection. So if you have training and discipline, in general, you should have a good attitude workers or engineer. I believe you all, the degree holders, should have a good attitude, good discipline when come to this, enjoying this into the career life or during your career time after this. Tight control on incoming shipments, effective control on all goods leaving facility. So inventory models. So this is a last topic. So we don't discuss on this. You can read independently. You can read your personal. So independent versus dependent demand. Independent demand, the demand for item is independent of the demand for any other item in inventory. Dependent demand, the demand for item is dependent upon the demand for some other item in the inventory. Is a queue, or sometimes some product you can order in late because it's not 100% independent, but certain is dependent on material to the next material process. So holding, ordering, and setup cost. Holding cost, the cost of holding or carrying inventory over time. So like steel, you ordering a huge, so you carry, you hold the cost at that price. Let's say you buy the steel, holding cost, you buy the price today. Let's say steel price. Yeah. So let's say the current price per ton, I mean USD per ton, is 35 today. It is a holding cost, to carry until you complete your process. Your final is a car. So ordering cost, the cost of placing an order and receiving goods. And then setup cost, cost to prepare a machine or process for manufacturing and order. So what's the cost to invest, to buy a machine, to process your raw material, steel, to become a car. So you have a cost of inventory 6%. This is an idea, housing cost, material handling cost, equipment, lease or depreciation, labor cost 3%. It's a range, ideally, to be considered on your costing. Okay. So inventory models for independent demand need to determine when and how much to order. So you should have a basic economic order quantity, production order quantity, quantity discount model. Okay. So this is your own read. We just cover until this. Okay, class. So we are finished cover this topic. So while if there any question you can ask. So I hope you can scan your attendance. Okay. Can you scan the QR? Is there any issue? Is there any issue? No issue?
No, sir.
Okay, so okay. We will stop about another 10 minutes. Is there any question you can write to chat box? Okay, class. I hope you done is register the attendance on the attendance registration. So okay, before that, just to inform on next Wednesday we don't have class, so I will find a replacement. But anyway, I will help with assignment, or I try to find time for Wednesday, but it's not the whole 1 hour, Then we meet next Friday. Okay, thanks everybody. Assalamualaikum. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good.
See you, sir.